You know, where's that stupid-ass Ralph supposed to tell me I'm wearing?
He's supposed to notice things like that.
Oh, here comes Kenneth Keith Kallenbach and his mother.
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Kallenbach. How are you? Kenneth Keith, for those of you who are just tuning in or perhaps don't remember, new to the program, Kenneth Keith, I met you when I did my Channel 9 television show. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And and Kenneth Keith, of course, we met him. He wrote me a letter and said I can blow smoke through my eyes. Mrs. Kallenbach, do you remember any of this, or is it all a blur?
No, I remember.
You do remember. And does your mom blow smoke through her eyes?
Is it a family thing?
No?
No, I never seen it.
No.
You don't do that?
No.
Have you ever seen Kenneth Keith do it?
Sure, I've seen him try it.
Right, but
you've never actually seen it happen.
Well, I think you have to be in a dark room, don't you, Ken?
Nah, you can be in a lit-up room.
Well, you know, Kenneth Keith actually puked on my foot once.
Yes.
When he tried to... I keep getting puked on.
I think he was one of the first to throw up on you.
That was the first time I've ever been thrown up on. Has Kenneth ever thrown up on you, Mrs. Kallenbach?
No, I don't have any souvenirs like that.
No chunks? You never threw up on your mom?
Nah.
Did you ever show her those videotapes you make, by the way?
Did you ever show your mom those videotapes you sent me?
I don't know. Did you ever see the videotape?
Well, let me just say, so that's how I met Kenneth Keith. He sent the letter in, and now he's been coming on the show, and he's kind of funny to listen to, so we certainly put him on, and he's trying to get some kind of career in show business started.
Yes, now you say there's an audition tape?
Yeah, well, first he tried a career in stand-up comedy, but that's not going too well, I guess, huh?
Nah, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, deal with, I don't know.
When you hear your son talk like this, I see you laughing, Mrs. Kallenbach, but I'm sure you're crying inside. I'm sure when he was a baby, you looked at him and said, well, maybe this will be Dr. Kallenbach one day. He will
Was he your first child?
He's my only child.
Oh, that's sad. You didn't want any more children, or you couldn't have more children?
Well, he was enough.
He was enough, right?
He was a handful.
You mean, you had him, and it was like, wow, this is a lot of work.
Right from the very beginning?
Well, he was such a beautiful little baby. I just thought, well, this is it.
He's perfect.
Why have another one?
I think you look at Kenneth Keith and you go, quitting time, right? Onward and upward from here.
Let me try something else. Maybe I'll take up knitting.
No, but I mean, when you hear that the guy almost can't communicate, I mean, do you start to question yourself as a parent? Because I see you're a lovely woman. You seem very intelligent.
You seem normal.
You seem normal, as a matter of fact. Is that, would you? I would call you normal.
Well, gee, thanks.
Yeah. Do you ever say to yourself, "How did this happen?"
How did this happen? Well, he's in a search for some kind of comic routine. I hope he finds it.
Were you ever tested, Kenneth, for intelligence or anything like that?
No, but I believe I'm above the level of intelligence, which makes everybody else, they look at me and say, he's weird because I'm more intelligent than...
but you know in reality...
No, I don't think he has any idea of
Mrs. Kallenbach, did they ever... Did he ever... did you ever bring him to doctor, psychologist, or anything to have him tested or anything?
No, never did.
Never?
I'm not talking to no freaking...
Wouldn't it be better not to know?
Let's pretend he's a genius. No, but I mean, Mrs. Kallenbach, you knew you knew right away, I'm sure, at an early age, that he was not like the other kids. He didn't do well in school, did he?
Oh, he was great in school.
Really? You had high grades?
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Straight B's.
Good student.
Straight B's? And what happened? Was there ever talk of college for you?
Yeah, there was talk about it, but...
You just wanted to go right to work for the post office, huh?
Yeah, there was, I just figured I'd do that.
You didn't need college?
Nah, I don't need college.
Well, he is surviving without college. But when you and Mr. Kallenbach look at Kenneth, is it a disappointment to you, seriously?
Oh, no. We're proud of our Ken.
Really?
Well,
and what's to be proud of, though? I mean, was he ever taught to wipe properly? I mean, he just doesn't even... He doesn't even do that.
I'm sure. I'm confident that he can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, you seem very intelligent. I mean, you seem like a regular mom.
Well, thanks. I try to be.
Do you work, or are you a housewife?
I work.
Oh, you do work?
I work, yeah.
Where do you work? Like, what kind of work?
Well, I'm a telephone operator.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
So you work hard. Your husband works hard. You've certainly lived the American dream. You've got a beautiful trailer you live in. So Kenneth now comes to you and says, Mom, I want to be a stand-up comic. Mm-hmm. And you feel he has a chance?
Oh, sure, same as anybody else.
You encourage him?
Well, sure. If
you never slap him into reality and say, you're not funny, you retard, or anything like that? Oh. I mean, you ever have to give him straight, tough love?
You don't call him retard.
I mean, do you call him retard sometimes?
No, I leave that up to you guys.
Really?
No, I don't let people tell me what to do. I say, I'm doing it, Step aside, I'm doing it.
Do you? I mean, you can see he's jerking. He's dopey, right? I mean, he's dopey. He acts dopey. Do you? Like if my father would take me aside if I acted like you, and he'd say I act dopey. He'd say you act stupid.
Silly.
Silly, yeah. Do you ever tell him he acts silly?
Yeah, I tell him he's silly sometimes.
Do you try to get him in line, or you've given up?
Have you talked to him about his future?
His future?
Yeah.
There is no future.
This is
it. This is his shot.
Hey, listen, no, wait. Don't I go around the house making weird noises all the time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go, yee, yee, yee.
And why do you do that?
It's just
fun.
Why
do you do that?
Because I make myself laugh.
Now, is Kenneth still living in your house?
No.
He did move out.
Right.
He got a girlfriend.
Right. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, now Kenneth...
You got the empty nest syndrome.
I think it's nice.
Now, Kenneth has never really gotten girls except for really fat girls.
Yeah.
Girls at, parties that nobody wanted. So, I don't know. Do you know anything about Kenneth's sex life?
No.
You've never heard him talk about it?
Oh, no. No, I've never been there.
Well, tell your mom how pathetic his sex life was.
Well, did you ever see me bring any girls home?
No.
Isn't he weird? Like, he can't even look at... Do you kiss your mom?
Nah, it's not like that kind of relationship.
He never kissing on his mom.
You never kiss your mother? When's the last time you kissed your mother?
I don't know. Maybe once in a while, kiss on the cheek. Maybe...
That's what we meant,
once a year.
I didn't mean like do you make out with your mother. That's for your father to do. She's a lovely woman, I mean, but I don't expect you to do that. Mrs. Kallenbach, does it pain you that your son is not affectionate toward you?
He's a very kind, thoughtful person.
Does he ever hug you and kiss you and say, thanks, Mom, for being a great mom? He does? So you hug and kiss your mom?
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
I don't think...
Do you kiss your mom goodbye when you after you see her for the day?
She knows I love her a lot. Why do I have to hug her and kiss her all the time?
Does he ever walk around the house nude? Do you ever see Kenneth naked?
No.
When's the last time you saw Kenneth naked?
Oh, probably when he was about 3.
Oh, really? So you have not seen him since then? I see. That's fascinating. So, and you never had to take his temperature rectally as he was growing up, Mrs. Kallenbach?
No, probably not.
No, you didn't care about an accurate reading, I guess. It didn't matter.
So his brain was a little hot.
Yeah, big deal. So anyway, Kenneth, of course, met a girl. Well, tell your mom about the kind of girls that you would have sex with at parties.
Well, some of them were ugly, some of them were nice. But, no, I had nice and,
But nobody who stuck around.
Only one. Why didn't you tell your mom the truth? Only one-night stands?
Yeah, a couple months relationships at a time. Nothing more than that.
What? Couple months
all
relationship?
All of a sudden he's got a history.
Are you embarrassed to tell your mom the truth? And look how his mom looks at him adoringly, and he will not even look at his mom. Look at your mother when you talk to her.
Why?
Why can't you? Do you notice that Kenneth can't look at a person?
He won't look at anybody.
Do you know that, Mrs. Kallenbach?
And sometimes.
What is his problem? Have you ever looked into that, getting it diagnosed? The guy can't look at you. He can't look at you. Did you notice he doesn't look at you?
Well, I guess it's commitment to affection. He can just say, I love you too, but, I guess it's...
But he can't look at he's trying to look at you now to compensate.
Well, as long as she's not looking at him, he can look at her.
It's not that I can't look at her. See, look, I'm looking at her.
Yeah, now you're looking at her, but you really...
But how long can you do it?
How long can you look at her for?
I don't know.
Do you hate your mother in some ways?
No.
Are you mad at her?
No, I don't feel like I have to be tested.
All right, take it easy. No one's pushing you, pal.
All right, now I'll look at her. Watch.
Well, you do have pretty eyes.
Thank you. But what about your son? He's got eyes like Charles Manson. All right, now, Mrs. Kallenbach, you know as well as I do that Kenneth, I think you probably had your suspicions, Kenneth didn't have a lot of women. And when he got a woman, it was basically for sex. It was not a loving thing. All the girls that were hot wouldn't look at Kenneth. Is that accurate to say to your mother?
Any girl you'd bring home.
You didn't even bring home any girls, right?
Not really. I couldn't get any hot blondes.
Well, he was too busy being silly.
Right. With his dopey friends.
Sure.
So he finally gets a girl. He went to a bar, and he finds a girl, and within a week now, he's engaged. Are you married yet?
No, we're just, living together.
Someone told me you're having second thoughts?
Well, we're just living together to see how it goes. I don't need to rush into anything.
Now, who gave you that advice? Your parents?
Nah, nobody gave me the advice. A couple friends told me, I said, yo, dude, moving in with this girl. They were like, what? You don't even know her.
Well, all your friends are jealous. They don't have any girls.
Yeah, they don't have girls.
Do your friends have girls?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Girls they live with?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Fred, even Kenneth Keith knows women change after marriage.
There you go. Kenneth is taking his time.
So, because this girl is like, you saw her, Mrs. Kallenbach? You met the girl?
Oh, yes, she's a nice girl, pretty
She's a doll, very pretty.
Very nice.
Don't you think Kenneth should rush to marry her? Because what are the odds of him getting another girl?
Unless he kidnaps.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that's one of those things they're going to have to work out between them.
I see.
So you're not in any rush for Kenneth to get married either?
No, I don't get involved in that. That's
his business.
Mrs. Kallenbach, it sounds like you don't get involved in much with him. I'll tell you the truth. It seems like you're a hands-off parent. What is it, Gorilla?
Well, why don't you tell Howard about the club you went to? The Late Trapeze?
Late Trapeze?
Well, what do you know, Gorilla?
No, I know that him and his girlfriend went to this weird club.
Oh, really?
What's that?
What kind of weird club?
I don't know. You tell him about it.
Well, it costs $90 a couple to get in.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of weird sex stuff going on in the club.
Is that a sex club, Kenneth?
Did you go to a sex club?
It was phony.
It was Fione?
It was phony.
It was phony? Look at your mom's face. She's like, oh, I really don't want to know about this.
It's legal, so,
Right,
But wait a minute. What was going on in there?
Just, I don't know.
The rooms have mattresses with no doors.
Really? But you went to the sex club, but you didn't do anything?
Yeah, because my girlfriend...
wasn't up for that.
She wanted to leave.
My fiance.
My girlfriend.
What happened? Tell him what happened. Why
my fiance. Now, there's a word that shouldn't come out of Kenneth's mouth.
Well, he has trouble with it.
Well, it's just a room, a club where everybody... You have
sex?
You have to take your clothes off before you go in.
Oh, so you did that?
Yeah, and then she was like, come on, let's leave. I don't like this.
Really?
But what was the end result? From what I heard, a Japanese couple came up and asked to join in, and then that was it.
He left?
Oh, so you were in a room with her?
Yeah, they came in and they said, yeah, can we join in? We were like, nah, get out of here.
Yeah, you finally got a girl. Why should you share her with anybody, especially some Japanese guy?
Why is he going to a club to have sex with her? They live together.
Yeah, why don't you just have sex in that stupid trailer you have?
It was fun. It was exciting. I'd never been to one before.
So you walked around naked in this club?
Yeah.
Look at Mrs. Kallenbach in front of your mom. Your mom has to hear this nonsense. Mrs. Kallenbach, you haven't even seen your husband naked, let alone Kenneth, right? I mean, isn't this terrible? Is this shocking to you, what Kenneth is up to?
Well, it's different.
It is.
It's what other people...
I wish my mom was more like Mrs. Kallenbach. Like, yeah, it's different.
It doesn't get on his case.
Yeah, it doesn't get on his case.
Tell him what to do. But then you turn out like this, huh?
Did Kenneth ever talk to you about drugs? Has he ever smoked pot or anything? Do you know?
No, he never said he did.
Do you smoke pot?
You want to tell her, Kenneth?
Well, growing up, childhood, everybody has to experiment with different things. Sure, I tried this and that, but, hey, I never had the problems with them.
Look at his mother, all puzzled. Like, this is stuff you and your mom can't talk about, so it's good that I'm here to mediate, right? I mean, I can now your mom's really learning about you for the first time.
Well, there's nothing to talk about.
Oh, there's plenty to talk about.
You? We could really fill her in.
So anyway, Kenneth is trying to get some kind of career off of the show because we have him on, and he feels he's famous.
He doesn't know what to do with his fame.
And like Elephant Boy gets booked for gigs, and he sees like Captain Jank's got a record album, and Stuttering John has a record album. So he's saying, gee, maybe there's something I could do to generate some income.
And
off
so
of this.
what has he tried?
So he's tried stand-up comedy. He tried a music career for about 5 seconds, right? Didn't you try to put out an album?
Yeah, I've been doing, whatever.
Now he's sending letters to our radio station trying to become a disc jockey.
Oh.
And he really wants the job because it's not like a goofy Kenneth tape. It's like Kenneth trying to really be a disc jockey.
Well, he's serious.
Yeah, real serious on it. What? Right?
Yeah, right.
What is it, Baba Booey?
Not only does the tape, come with, like, I guess a short bio, which I haven't seen, but it comes with,
it comes with a press photo. Yeah. Oh, man.
I got Kmart picture.
It's a Kmart press photo. It's very funny, actually.
It's like the Sears baby photo.
Yeah, I'll show it on TV. Here. Look at that.
Looks like he's caught in somebody's headlights.
Yeah, look at that. Look at deer in headlights. Mr. Kallenbach, you can have this picture. It'd be very beautiful for you to frame.
Thank you.
So now he has a press photo. So you want to hear some of Kenneth's audition
I would
tape?
love to. I mean, should we have the general manager in here to listen so Kenneth can get an immediate reaction?
No, Tom has no say anyway. He doesn't know talent. But the funny thing is, Kenneth's tape doesn't sound that much worse than Mike Gange's tape, our intern.
And he went to school for 4 years.
Yeah, right. But here's Kenneth being very serious about being a disc jockey.
All right.
He actually produced.
Hi, this is Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. Well, 92.3 K-Rock, New York's classic rock and roll station. You're listening to 92.3 K-Rock, New York's classic rock station. I'm Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. That was Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones, and we'll be back right after these words.
Like a robot. We'll be back, right? You're a lot, your audition tape would be a lot funnier if you just were yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be myself.
He doesn't know who he is.
Getting in touch with himself is pretty scary.
Here's Kenneth's resume. Everything listed on it has got your name in front of it.
Oh, really? Let's see. Objective: seek employment as an actor on television shows or movies.
Oh.
So radio is just you're not even that into radio.
Yeah, I'm into anything,
June 30th, taped Howard Stern television show which aired on 7/14/90, in which I attempted to blow cigarette smoke through my eyes. Taped Howard Stern 7/7/90. Taped Howard Stern television show which never aired. Attempted to blow smoke through my eyes. 8/10/90. Taped Howard Stern television show which aired on 8/11/90, in which I attempted to blow cigarette smoke through my eyes. 12. This is his resume. 12/15/90. The Howard Stern television show aired on this date, in which I attempted to blow cigarette smoke through my eyes. 3/12/91. Taped Howard Stern television show which aired on 3/16/91, in which I acted as a mental patient in a movie called Awakening. 4/23/91. Taped Howard Stern television show which aired a few days later, in which I acted as a hot dog vendor, selling peanuts and popcorn to the spectators. Hey, look at this. Everything is the.
And he doesn't have one credit that's not you.
No. And it goes on for 2 pages, and it's like, it's got a lot of stuff.
Every little appearance.
Yeah.
Well, that's all.
Well, why wouldn't you just put Howard Stern show on top and then list the various things you did?
I don't know how to write a resume.
All right. Okay, it's some resume. I've never seen a resume like this in my life. Let me hear the rest of your audition tape, because I'm enjoying it. Then I'm going to throw you and your mother out of here.
Hey, smells like Teen Spirit. This is 92.3 K-Rock, New York's classic rock station.
But you're really interesting on the radio. Are you trying to sound like the disc jockeys you hear on the air?
Yeah, I was listening to what they say and trying to imitate what they do.
So you want to be as boring as them?
No, I figured I'd, act like a normal guy until I got in there, and I'd be like, wow!
Right, then you get wild, right.
Oh, come on in!
Oh, he's embarrassing me.
See, I think Kenneth would be great on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you were listening to 92.3 K-Rock, New York's classic rock station. That was Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
This is the second time already he's introduced it. Smells like...
He's backing it, fronting it, and everything.
He's certainly getting those call letters in, and he's very precise about them. 92.3. Mrs. Kallenbach, you've got to be shocked by what your son turned into. Did you have high hopes for him when he was a little boy? Did you think that maybe...
What did you think your son was going to be when you...
What was your fantasy?
Were carrying him around in your womb, and then you looked at him for the first time. You went, oh, look at my gorgeous little baby. One day he could be...
What was your fantasy?
Well, he always wanted to be a race car driver.
No, we're talking about you.
What did you want?
What did I want?
He could be...
Well, I wanted him to be anything he wanted to be. I figured he could do anything he wanted to do.
Yeah, you still figure that? After seeing him, you still figure.
You're not on medication, are you, Mrs. Kallenbach? He's doing it all right. He's really gotten a lot accomplished.
Yeah, he's pretty much doing what he wants.
And if he gets married, do you think that he should have children?
It would be nice.
It would be nice.
I would like to have a grandchild.
And you feel he's responsible enough to raise a child?
Well, when he decides to settle down.
I see. You think he'll become a little...
You think he's going to change?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, maturity will be there one day.
I see. So you still look at him and see a lot of potential.
Wow.
Sure.
You see, a mother's love.
I tell you, they can see past anything.
Mrs. Kallenbach is like those moms they drag into court for the mass murderers.
My son couldn't do anything
My son would never do something like that. Always
he's a good boy.
Eternally hopeful.
I mean, if I had to, I could get my hair cut short and put on a business suit and walk in somewhere and say, hey, all right.
It still wouldn't help, man.
Yeah,
you'd still be Kenneth.
Yeah, you'd still
I'm
be
an actor. I can act real good. All right,
act like a normal person.
All right. Hey, what's up?
There you go.
Before that, we had the Rolling Stones, Honky Tonk Women. And coming right up on the other side of this, some Kiss. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
You know, he's better than Gandy.
Yeah, I know. At least he has a voice. Wow. Well, Mrs. Kallenbach, let me say, for society's sake, lock your son in the basement. Please. Do us all a favor.
Darn, you should have told me that before. I don't even have a basement.
Well, congratulations to you on motherhood and your son. And yes, I know in your own way you are proud of Kenneth. Listen,
surely somewhere in the dark recesses of her mind there's a lot of disappointment.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it would be proper to say it on the air, all your disappointments. That
you
should be left.
Cry yourself to sleep.
That should be left for the psychiatrist's office, believe me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And,
do you and your husband really hold each other in to try to get over it?
Do you ever talk about Kenneth? And do you ever go, oh my God? But by the way, what are you guys doing in New York, Mrs. Kallenbach? Why did Kenneth bring you up to the radio show? Did he bring you here specifically just to meet with us?
Well, he just wanted me to meet you and Robin and Jackie.
Right.
And
the other guy. Right, yeah. The Martian. Yeah, right.
Well, how is this any different than what you're doing?
What?
My entertainment. How's it any different than yours?
Are you trying to say that I'm as dumb as you are?
Well...
Oh, you think you're like me?
No, I don't think that.
Here's your audition tape. I'll play it again for you. You tell me if it sounds anything like me. Here's your audition tape.
All right. You're listening to 92.3 K-Rock, New York's classic rock and roll.
Do you think that sounds like what I'm doing? No.
No, I just meant like the entertainment business and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
The whole thing.
You don't know
you're not in the entertainment business.
Notice that he's different.
Yeah. You don't know you're not in the entertainment business?
I don't know.
You're not?
I'm not. I don't
Would
know.
you slap some sense into him, Mrs. Kallenbach? Tell him he's not in the entertainment business.
Okay.
At any point in your, in your years, did you and your husband try to run away from home so that you could avoid Kenneth? Did you ever try to do that? Just leave him in the house?
Well, no, we would have got caught.
And what were Kenneth's first words? Do you remember?
Yeah.
His first words?
Mommy and Daddy, was it?
Gee, I really don't remember.
He's still working on it.
Did he start walking at an early age or a late age? Was there anything unusual?
He started running, actually.
He started running?
He was chasing his cousin down the hall.
Oh, I see.
He's Forrest Gump.
And did he get beat up a lot in high school?
No, never got beat up.
No?
Never.
Kids didn't pick on him?
No.
Oh, he had his gang, you know.
Right. His posse. All right, very good, Kenneth. Congratulations to you. Unless there's something you want to add to the festivities.
Where did you send this tape? To Howard?
Well, I brought
to the program. Did you ever see him on my old TV show blowing up his genitals with firecrackers and stuff?
I saw that.
And what'd you think of that? Did you think that was good?
Well, it was his form of comedy. So.
Right.
And what about you went to those? I guess he had a couple of stand-up gigs. Did you go to see him? No.
Lucky for you.
Well, I got a tape of I made my own little TV show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's got a TV audition,
funny.
too.
All right, I'm going to take a look at that.
Yeah, definitely. Do that.
Kenneth Keith Kallenbach show. Maybe I'll show a little bit on E! tonight.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, very good. Thank you, Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. Good luck with your career, your entertainment career. And Mrs. Kallenbach, of course, listen, not everything in life is an up thing. There are disappointments along the way.
I just want to find out, how's the relationship going? Kenneth, you're all right? You and your girlfriend are getting along?
Yeah, and she's satisfied just being your girlfriend? No, she doesn't want marriage?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Are you still with her, or did she leave you?
No, we're still together.
All right.
And she's working?
All right.
Yeah, here and there.
Is she not pregnant yet, or...
Nah.
Are you taking birth control?
Nah.
You guys don't use birth control?
She's got Norplant.
Oh, she's Norplant.
Remember that?
Yes, that's right. That's good. Believe me, but buy her extra dose. All right, very good. Mrs. Kallenbach. Yeah, get her two. Put one in each arm. Mrs. Kallenbach, thank you for coming in. A pleasure to meet you. And Kenneth Keith, carrying on the Kallenbach tradition. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. And lovely woman. Lovely woman.
Thank you.
My condolences on Kenneth Keith. All right, and we'll be back.